Let's talk about this. So, what you see is a mom in labor, and her mother is in the background reading the Bible. And you can tell by her facial expression, it's starting to get to her, it's starting to bother her. This mother is laboring, unmedicated, and she's having contractions while her mom is in the background reading the Bible. This is your punishment. You are singled out. Mom. And now we're escalating. One of the things that I ask my clients before we go into the birth room is who all is going to be there. And that's a very important thing to think about. Your partner, your doula, anybody else, if you are thinking about inviting people outside of those two folks into your birth space, you need to be sure of how they are going to act, what role they're going to play in your birth space. If you have a parent that is a little narcissistic and can only think of themselves and isn't there to serve and to treat you like you're the queen of the day, then they may be better suited in the waiting room. Everyone cannot be in your birth space, because what's about to happen in this birth space is that laboring mom's oxytocin is about to go down because she is starting to get mad. She is holding her anger in. She's letting those emotions and those things fester, and her hormones are not producing the positive, loving, safe feelings that she needs to progress in labor. And that's the most important part. What? I just don't right now. You don't want to hear it? No. I know it. I want to hear it right now. I say it beforehand. Okay, just close the book. And there's the confrontation. There it is, where not only does she let it go, but she turns to her, looks her dead in the eye, and goes, "This is it. This is it." You also see her partner's hand come up and try to fix her bonnet and try to comfort her. You know, not only do you put yourself in a weird predicament, you put your partner in an awkward position, because your partner knows you and knows that what your parent, what that third person in the room is doing is wrong. And they know that they can't, they also know that speaking up for you, protecting you, is going to jeopardize the relationship between your partner and your parent. Your doula knows that what that person is doing is wrong. And your doula is going to do everything they can to kind of tiptoe around the relationship. Like, hey, it'd be really nice if you didn't talk. We don't usually talk during these contractions. You know, we our job as the doula is to acclimate your third person to the space. Like, hey, just come over and sit down over here. Don't kind of crowd over her while she's having contractions. Hey, if you want to help, let me show you what to do. It is something that I am requiring now. Like, if you're going to invite that third person to the space, they need to come to one of these meetings. That way they can get the vibe. That way they can hear from you, the birthing person, what your goals are, what you want to do, how you want the birth to feel. It is very difficult for someone to come into the space, try and join in and help based on the relationship they have with you as their daughter or as their best friend. You need to understand the vibes of a birth room. You need to understand, if you've never given birth before, you need to understand what it looks like. We do not talk during the contractions. We give the mom whatever she wants. If she says no, we don't do it. That's it. We don't argue with her. We give her full autonomy of her body. We wait before we start asking her questions. We go, hey, is that okay? We check in. We you know, if something is working, we keep doing that. We don't switch it up because, oh, I think it'll work better. It is really important that you guard your birth space. It is really important that you invite people into the space that understand that they are here to serve. They are not here to have their opinion. They are not here to go, Oh, this is taking so long. Oh, I don't know why you don't just get the epidural. Positive vibes only. And if you're not going to be on board with whatever the plan is, if we are birthing with dolphins in the sea, if you are not on board, please stay home. Do not come. Do not come. The last thing I want to talk about is this right here. Not too much on my mama. So, as the laboring person, you understand that what your mother is doing is wrong, but you still love your mother. You still love your mother. So it is very difficult for your partner, your doula, to defend you, for you to defend yourself, knowing that you don't want to hurt this person's feelings. Because ultimately she wants to help. Ultimately she loves you. Ultimately you understand that your relationship has to continue with this person after this birth. But in this space, in this time, she is not helping. So it is better to know who people are. Understand their role in your life and what they're going to do in that space, and ask them politely to not come. Hey, I want to love you later, so this is not the place for you.